The woman carefully removed the skin from a black chicken, then wrapped sticky rice inside the chicken skin to create a unique kind of dumpling. Meanwhile, her opponent chose an entirely different approach. He used a giant lotus flower as the centerpiece of his dish. The moment the lotus appeared, its elegant fragrance filled the entire arena. Then the bell rang. Only then did the woman realize she had been completely distracted by the aroma of the lotus flower. She hurriedly woke up her teammates and quickly began preparing their dish. But soon, she discovered a serious problem. Their pot had no lid. Her teammates urged her to give up on the dish, but the woman still wanted to wait a little longer. At that moment, her friend finally arrived, carrying a strange-looking lid. The woman was shocked. The lid clearly didn't fit the pot at all, but her friend explained that this was the only thing he could make in time. It was based on an ancient design called a pressure cooker. With almost no time left, the woman had no choice but to try it, hoping luck would be on their side. What they didn't know was that the pressure cooker could seal the pot tightly, increase the internal pressure, and raise the boiling point of water. This allowed food to cook much faster under high heat and pressure, saving them precious time. As steam began pouring from the cooker, everyone in the arena stared in amazement. No one had ever seen such a strange cooking tool before. The woman guessed that the black chicken must finally be ready, and the moment she lifted the lid, the rich aroma of chicken instantly spread throughout the palace. As the countdown reached 0, both teams completed their dishes. The judges first tasted the opponent's lotus root rice. The moment they took a bite, they were stunned. The dish perfectly blended with the elegant fragrance of lotus flowers. But when they tasted the woman's black chicken soup, a golden light seemed to flash before their eyes. Some even felt as if they had seen a phoenix appear before them. The two judges were immediately put in a difficult position. Both dishes were equally extraordinary. Unable to decide a winner, they announced an additional round. Determined to defeat the woman completely, the opponent decided to prepare one of the world's greatest dishes. Buddha jumps over the wall. He sliced deer tendon into pieces, tore monkey head mushrooms in half, and filled a bowl with all kinds of precious ingredients, before steaming everything together. Meanwhile, the woman placed her bare hand near the roasting oven, carefully sensing the temperature. The moment it reached the perfect heat, she immediately placed the duck inside. Her teammates had never seen cooking done this way before. The woman explained that roasting the duck slowly over intense heat would force all the fat out of the meat, making the skin crispy while keeping the meat tender and juicy. At the same time, the opposing team worked at incredible speed. Their coordination was flawless. Every member completed their task perfectly. Seeing this, the woman couldn't help but speed up as well. Everyone in the arena was giving it their all, unwilling to let their team fall behind. Soon, the duck was fully roasted. Its golden color glistened beautifully. The woman poured hot oil over the duck to make the skin even crispier, but accidentally burned her hand in the process. One of her teammates quickly stepped in to continue the work, but disaster struck again. While slicing the duck, the teammate accidentally cut their hand as well. As time continued running out, the woman endured the pain and resumed slicing the duck herself. Then, at the critical moment, her friend suddenly stepped forward to help. The opposing team laughed at them. They mocked her for letting someone who wasn't even a chef handle the knife work. But what they didn't know was that although her friend wasn't a chef, his knife skills were extraordinary. Carrying the hopes of the entire team, he sliced the duck meat so thin, it looked almost transparent. By then, the competition had nearly reached its end. Both sides hurried to complete the final touches on their dishes. The audience watched their rapid movements, as if witnessing a grand stage performance. Finally, just before time ran out, both teams completed their dishes. The judges first tasted the opponent's Buddha jumps over the wall. Instantly, they seemed transported into a world of gourmet perfection. The flavor was so overwhelming that some judges nearly burst into tears. Then they tasted the woman's roasted duck. In that instant, it felt as though they had entered a magnificent royal banquet filled with music and dance. The judges praised it as the greatest delicacy under heaven. But to everyone's surprise, the final result was a tie. At that moment, the opponent stepped forward and spoke honestly. He admitted that he had relied on extremely rare and expensive ingredients, which gave him an unfair advantage. Therefore, he believed the woman deserved the victory instead. By then, neither side cared about winning anymore. What remained was the deep respect one chef held for another.